we back to recording on video?
Yeah, we are.
Really?
I might get a lens to make it better, but for now, we're just back to the good old days of iPhone 4K. What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Find Your Beach, the horniest podcast in North America.
At least this portion of North America.
Yeah, this area of, I mean, I'm sure they're
Really
horny
more.
in kind of the suburbs. That seems where they get the horniest.
Mm-hmm. Suburbs, you get fucked up suburb sex.
Yeah, it's just, there's nothing to believe in. So you just start fucking going down a rabbit hole.
Yeah.
Also, you don't know what's real, so you hear about stuff on the internet. That's the same reason why they think, like, QAnon is real in the suburbs. It's, like, because they heard about it on the internet, and it's, like, when people, like, on, like, in the suburbs, like, go on, like, whatever, Reddit, and they hear about, like, urethra fingering. They're like, oh, that's something me and my husband should do.
I want to try urethra fingering.
I don't.
Why not?
Because it's my urethra.
Let me just try. What if I just put, like,
Why don't you try getting that fingernail away from me?
What if I just put the tip of the fingernail?
It's not going to work, Rosebud.
It's literally shaped like the tip of a fingernail.
No, it's not.
Let me try it.
I don't want to. Let me stick a COVID test up your urethra.
That's not going to hurt.
It would.
It's not going to hurt. It'll barely make a dent.
That's fucked up.
I got a huge urethra.
Yeah, when she pisses, it sounds like a faucet turned on.
That's right. Like a bath faucet.
So, guys, sorry that we are a day late.
Sorry.
We had a little medical emergency, and we could not make it in time. We were also exhausted. We got to spend a whole day in an emergency room.
Yeah, we did.
Very exciting stuff.
It was an active day.
It's funny because when you're in an emergency room, it's your emergency, but it's their job. So it's a big day.
They don't care.
Yeah, they're like, yeah, you're bleeding? Great. That's
fucking
cool. Are you about to die? Stay away.
Dazzle me.
We literally were waiting, and I go, hey, is our doctor going to come? Because we're like an hour 4 or 5. And she goes, oh, well, the guy next to you just flatlined, so we kind of had to switch resources over to that. But he'll be right over. I was like, excuse me? Flatlined?
Sorry, somebody died?
Huh?
Died next to us.
And they wouldn't let me over to see him because I wanted to ask him if he saw anything.
If you were at a restaurant and you were like, hey, where are the fries? And they're like, yeah, we were going to get your fries, but the guy next to you died, so we had to move him out of the way. And we're going to get those fries to you stat.
Yeah. Speaking of medical emergencies, I also fainted today.
Mm-hmm.
Typical Andy Haynes blood test result.
It wasn't the blood test. Well, it is the result of the blood test.
It said,
the first result you'll see when you give Andy a blood test is him on the floor.
The result was me fainting. That was what actually it came back. I actually got the test results back.
Yeah?
And the doctor said I'm 100% big old pussy.
Yeah?
Yeah.
100% that bitch?
Yeah. The doctor said I'm 100% that bitch.
Yeah.
I kind of bit my tongue while I said that.
They did a
bitch.
blood test on me yesterday, and Andy said that joke to me. He goes, oh, yeah, they did blood work on you to find out if you were 100% that bitch. And I tuned him out. I just, like, said something else. And he was like, did you hear the joke? I said, and he repeated it twice.
Yeah, it's going well. We've got just a lifetime left of this, but
we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it again later on in the podcast.
100% that bitch.
We're gonna find a way to get that joke in there somewhere.
Okay. What else? You just did sets at the Comedy Store?
They're probably wondering why I went to the hospital.
Well, I don't want to talk about that.
Okay.
Rosebud's vagina exploded. That's all that you need to know.
It exploded. It's funny because it wasn't an emergency. Like, they sent us to the ER, but it was not an emergency. And then we had to sit there for 7 hours.
Yeah. When they say it really wasn't an emergency, they make you wait. You know, they're like, oh, is this an emergency? All right, well, enjoy this sterile room with no entertainment.
The longer you're in the hospital, the less threatening your emergency really is. the longer you're in the ER, the less you need to be there. Because if you go in there near death, you're going to be out in 30 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
If you go in there with like, I don't know, you twisted your ankle, fucking say goodbye to today and tomorrow.
Yeah.
Okay? Because you're going to come out of there and you're going to be 100 years old.
At least you got to lay down the whole time. That was kind of nice.
It was nice. And I do love a hospital because it does feel like being back in diapers.
Yeah.
And that's all I want. I just want to be fed soft foods and coddled and cuddled. And it's the only place that I feel it's okay to be babied.
Yeah. Yeah. I grew up in hospitals, so I also like them. Hospitals aren't spooky to me. Some people really
Andy,
hate
you treated
hospitals.
the hospital like it was your living room. He
I
was
know.
walking around the room. He was opening drawers,
Yep.
taking out the hospital underwear that they give to
Supplies.
patients, putting them on his head, turning on lights, like playing with the equipment.
Mm-hmm. When I was a kid, my mom taught me how to use the defibrillator, so I used to always play with that. That was pretty fun.
What does that do?
It's the thing you shock somebody back to life with. You know, the paddles?
You would play with that?
I mean, I wouldn't take the paddles out, but I would turn the machine on and charge it. I'd get right next to the step of shocking people. We should get one for fun. Just shock each other
Yeah.
for sex stuff. You know,
Okay.
when we move to the suburbs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's buy a defibrillator. Did I say that right? Defibrillator?
I'm starting a new web series, and it's called The Idiot's Guide to Small Talk, and it's basically I just explain large concepts in a way that's digestible so that you can talk about them with other people like you know, because that's like my number one talent is that I just know a little bit about everything so that people think I'm smart. But I'm smart like Alexa is smart. Mm-hmm. Like I couldn't actually like emote when something tragic happens or think of a poignant thing to say. Mm-hmm. But I can tell you most of why the Israel-Palestine thing is going on or what's happening in the Caucasus region.
Okay, well, I'm gonna start one where.
Well, I was going to give you the opportunity to ask about something you wanted to know about.
Oh. Okay, let me think of one that's gonna stump you.
And it's actually not called. It's called The Bullshitter's Guide to Small Talk. The Idiot's Guide is already a very popular thing.
Okay, well, what about how do you talk about something you don't know anything about?
How do I talk about something I don't know anything about?
Not even a little thing about it.
Well, usually that setting is a situation in which you are like joining a conversation, right? Mm-hmm. So you're not actually having to lead that. It's not like somebody's like, get up and give a speech. But let's say you're like a guy like me and you get kind of like sequestered to a group of other guys because
like what if people are talking about selling Sunset?
Selling Sunset, I just talk about the bullet points. I go, oh, wow, yeah, I heard about that. Is it good? And people are like, you know, they'll start talking about it and be like, is that the one from the trailer? And they'll be like, yes. Because nobody talks in specifics. Everybody really talks in kind of bullet points and just kind of generalizations. Mm-hmm. It's very rare to actually have a specific conversation, I feel like. That's like the quiet conversation. But small talk,
yeah,
you don't have to get... And you can also just kind of like go in on it. Like you can just ask questions to kind of answer what you're wondering, and then you just respond based off of that.
Okay, well, what do you say to somebody who says, oh, I hate small talk?
You go, me too. I feel like it lacks no depth. It's like, can't we just have a real conversation? Mm-hmm. See, we're already there.
That's great. But that is a very small talky way of saying small talk sucks.
And then I go, okay, well, tell me about you. What's the thing that you want?
What's the thing that I want?
Yeah, what do you want in this world?
I think I want happiness and fulfillment.
Do you think you have those things?
Yeah.
And also fulfillment is kind of a...
sort of another form of happiness.
Well, also...
happiness is kind of fleeting.
So is fulfillment.
No, fulfillment is like...
But you're a vessel that's ever changing.
No, I'm not.
You're always the same vessel?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, except when you're on your period and then your vessel changes. Women have tides.
Yeah, my moods are swishy.
Swishy.
I have swishy moods.
I have mood swings too. And then what I do is I just bottle them all up.
No, you don't.
Don't try to
You don't.
cuck me right now. I do bottle my
You
things up.
don't
And then
bottle
you go
your
like
things
this. You
up
go,
at all.
What is going on? You have to tell me.
You don't bottle them up.
I do.
I wouldn't know that something was going on if you were bottling them up.
So just because you can
You
read.
pout. You pout.
Okay.
That's not the same as bottling.
Bottling up is you just have to be so stoic or just act like nothing's wrong.
Bottling them up, I would have no idea what was going on with you.
It's so hard.
See?
I feel like I'm in like tryouts for a football team being married to you.
What are you talking about?
Because you're always like, you don't. It's like a drop and give me 20 situation.
No, it's not a drop and give me 20 situation. I'm just telling you who you are and you don't like the answer.
I am who I am.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Who are you protesting against?
I don't know. I'm pretty tired. It's been a long weekend.
Yeah.
Oh, man. We went to this place this weekend, the Mohonk Mountain Reserve. Actually, one of our listeners lives right by there. It's by New Paltz.
So pretty.
And we got there pretty late, and we had the dogs with us. And we are bad dog people where, like, if it ever says, like, dogs must stay on leash, the second I get away from where we're going to get in trouble.
The second we pass that sign.
The dogs are right off their leash. There were
Gone.
so many tourists specifically from Asia. And not that that's important other than they were very like, it was very like a startled thing every time three dogs would come sprinting up to a group of tourists.
Yeah.
And then bark at little girls, things like that. But it was like one of the most beautiful places I've ever been.
And the people, it was kind of fun to watch the chaos ensue when when we let the dogs off the leash and we were just like, sorry, because we were like in the woods. What the fuck did they want? We're in the woods.
Yeah.
This is animal land. This belongs to the animals.
This is their land.
And, so everybody was just like passing by our dogs. Dogs were like a fucking white tornado just going through.
A white tornado?
Yeah. It's when a tornado moves so fast it turns white. And it's actually a science term if you don't know about it.
I never really...
You might not be as much of a weather guy as I am.
You are a weather guy.
I'm a weather guy.
I don't really put white and fast ever in the same group, unless it's talking about moving forward in a relationship.
What?
White, fast, white tornado.
But what do you mean moving forward in a relationship? I didn't understand
I think white guys move faster.
You think they move faster?
I think that's a white guy thing.
Really?
Maybe. I don't know. I was just trying to be funny. We don't have to get into semantics.
No, I'm just curious.
Jesus Christ.
I'm just curious. What makes you think that?
I don't know.
You need to zip your fly.
I don't need to do anything.
You do.
Why?
Because it's wide open.
Yeah, you can't see anything. Everybody knows I'm a eunuch. But then
It's actually just a well. I'm just looking into a well.
Yeah, it's the haunting of Hill House. When you look into it, you fall down a well and you see your childhood nightmares.
Yeah.
Which is why we don't have sex a lot.
Right.
But no, we went to dinner in New Paltz, and it's kind of my favorite thing to do. I really, I hate it, but after the fact, I always love it, which is when you get into a situation where you walk in the door and you know the customer service is going to be bad, and you kind of know that the food's not going to be great either.
Yeah.
And you just dig in.
You just go, I'm here for it.
It's going to be bad.
We are buckling up and we're on this ride.
And one of our friends was on acid, which was unfair to her. Because, kind of not, because who does acid by themselves? But
yeah.
She was she was not having as much fun as I was, because she was like, what is going on.
She didn't know if the amount of time that we were sitting there waiting for the food, she didn't know if it was actually the amount of time that she thought it was. She was wondering if it felt as long to us as it did to her.
That's such an uncomfortable high thing too. Like
yeah.
Feeling like something's taking a long time, but not knowing if it's just because you're high.
Yeah.
Oh man, I do not miss that.
No. But yeah, the concept of time started to really fuck with her. And also with us, because we had been there for a solid 3. It was basically the emergency room.
Yeah. Except we got better food.
Yeah.
Probably
not that much better.
You didn't like your food.
I didn't love my food. No. I felt a little sick after. And then, but I was happy. I was happy we were there. I loved our waiter who took our entire order with his eyes closed like he was singing a song.
He read the specials with his eyes closed.
Yeah.
It was beautiful.
Yeah, his eyes were closed the whole time. I was like, are you singing?
Yeah.
Because the music's not coming out.
It was very obvious that he'd come up to do a summer stock and stayed.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely. He came up to do The King and I and never looked back.
He booked the big role, and then he thought, you know what? I love it up here. The pace,
people know me here.
I can be myself.
Yeah.
And it's cheap. And now he's 55 and he's a waiter.
Yep.
That's okay.
That's okay because he loves New Paltz.
He does. I love New Paltz. Anyways, so that's been our week.
I remember when I was like a younger actress in New York, and I thought, that's cool to be 55 and a waiter.
Mm-hmm. It might be. I mean, like, I think it's cool when somebody's a waiter at a place for like a long time where it's kind of an institution.
Yeah.
The only thing I think about in those situations is that, like, you're kind of sacrificing a lot for not a big return. And I think that has more to do with, like, but, like, I don't know. Like, if...
Well, that's comedy.
Comedy's more of a gamble, though, because there's no chance in waiting tables where, like, one day somebody might be like, you ready for the big times? I got a table.
Yeah.
I got a table at a big restaurant.
Yeah. We're going to put you on Netflix, and we're going to watch what you do behind that apron.
Yeah. We're going to see how you deal with it.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
We sound like snobs.
Mouse is mouth fucking this thing.
Yeah, our neighbor Joanne got our dogs 2 bones from Union Square Market. They're Bison Bones, and they both are eating them so sensually it looks like they are eating pussy.
Yeah, they look like they are
or
getting
ass.
back from midwinter break sophomore year at their private arts college.
Yeah, it's
like they're just going to town.
It's really uncomfortable.
Family Guy is on in the background. Just
really going at it.
3 episodes.
Gross.
Mouse, you're not supposed to bite the pussy. Yeah, God, doesn't this feel like we're finally hitting a place of just boredom? Like the quarantine, the pandemic, all the, like, I'm kind of at this point where I'm just like mentally exhausted.
Yeah.
Like today I was kind of thinking about it and I was like, you know what? Let's all just go outside. Let's all just take our masks off. Nobody's going to the hospital. Doesn't matter. If God so chooses it, well.
Let it be.
Did you see the viral video of the woman on the plane?
No.
She wouldn't wear a mask on a plane. Yeah, I think it was a British Airways flight. And she was like, everybody dies. Everybody dies. And then she started coughing. I love that. The anti-maskers that also add the fake cough on people, that's a big, it's kind of a hack one now. But God, does it really just drive it home?
I mean, I didn't see that. White woman?
Duh.
Yeah. No, I did not see that. But I do agree that I am at a place of boredom. Not in like I'm not even upset about it. It's kind of nice. I've kind of missed being bored. Like, we've had a very, very active quarantine. Today I was talking to Esther Povitsky for a Devil's Advocate, And she said that it was like alarming how quickly we got married. And I was like, it was funny because I thought about that when we were actually getting married. I was like, you know, I had friends call me up and be like, what was the rush?
Yeah.
And I feel like 6 months later isn't that big of a rush if you're not planning a wedding, you know?
Well, also, we knew we were going to get married, and we needed something to, you know.
To do
/ give us hope and a little, you know.
Yeah.
Joy in life.
Yeah.
We're not going anywhere. We're not allowed to.
Right. I don't know. But now that it's over, I'm kind of like, this is just nice.
Yeah.
I like being bored. I'm not somebody that
well, it's also so much better for the fall. What a great time to be just cozy and bored.
Yeah.
Just read books, drink tea, finger your butt, you know, when your wife is out doing a podcast.
Yeah.
Watching kind of 70s
and then
Tom of
finger
Finland
yourself
porn.
While you're in the living room and your husband's watching soccer.
Yeah.
You
a
know?
lot of fingering going on.
Finger yourself while you drink apple cider.
Yeah.
And stare out the window at the frat boys working out together.
You know what's kind of nice is that for girls, women, is you guys have never had to, you guys don't have to finish. Like, nobody's ever worried about you being finished. Have you ever, I feel like I was in points in, you know, when I was younger where you'd be like hooking up with somebody and you couldn't come. And then you would have to like jerk off. Like they'd want you to come. Like it was like, if you don't come, you kind of like, everybody failed. And it's only for the guys, I feel like, right?
I feel like if we don't come, you guys failed.
Well, duh. Yeah. I mean, I think, but like, you know, when you're younger.
Yeah. I guess I've never been fucking a guy where he was like, can you come already? But I think they've definitely thought it before. Like if a guy's going down on you and he's like down there for a while and you're like, yeah, you're not doing it for me. And then he's like, will you just please come?
Please.
Please. It's just, they just Jeb Bush it. They're like, please clap.
Please clum.
Please clum.
Clap cum.
Please clum. It's a really big pussy.
Yeah.
They're just fucking.
Please clap. Big strippers. Jeb Bush at a.
But yeah, I think it's both ways. I don't think that's a thing, what you just said.
Yeah, I guess you're right. I don't know. It's just that weird thing where you're jerking off and somebody's like you've both realized that it's not going to happen from sex or something. So like one person's kissing the other person's neck or whatever.
Well, I guess here's the thing: is like if a guy comes first and you haven't,
yeah,
and he's going down on you to try to make up for it, and you still can't come, then you feel a little bit like a guy.
Yeah.
'Cause like I've definitely commented then the guy's like taken so long where I'm like, okay, well, I don't have another one coming, so let's wrap it up.
Yeah, I don't want to hear about that. Anyways.
You sure?
No, I'm good.
You sure, babe?
I'm good.
Why not?
Oh, God. I can smell it on your breath. Smells like the trees in Chicago.
It's because it happened earlier.
Oh, that's gross. God, I feel so uninteresting.
Well, maybe we've lost it. Maybe we've lost the spark.
The spark?
Between us.
Between us, yeah. Maybe we should get divorced. Maybe
conversationally we're just dead. And the relationship has hit a plateau.
It's ran its course. That'd be so funny if you told me you wanted to get a divorce on the podcast.
I know. I'm like, well, I just thought it would be a nice way to do it.
I think it's entertaining.
It's good content.
It's good content.
You're like, yeah, so my wife and I got divorced. I'd just give you a full hour. I mean, that would just be handing you so many jokes.
Kinda. But I would like it if we still posted it and then like we put a what do you call that? Like a bumper ad. What do you call that?
Bumper sticker?
No, the thing on the beginning of a YouTube video.
A chyron?
No, like the the still thing that we put on the beginning of YouTube's. I don't know what you call it. I always call it like a bumper, like the 5-second thing. And it just said like wife pranks husband, but it's really you just divorcing me. That's what it should be. It should be a slug, and it just says wife pranks husband, but then you watch it and it's just a really emotional
divorce conversation.
They're both totally okay with it. They cry into each other's arms. but the thing at the top says wife pranks husband.
And then at the end it's like boing.
No, they still get divorced.
No, I mean they still get divorced. They have the conversation, they cry, they make peace, and then at the end there's just a boing sound.
Yeah, it just they do the sound of is it wah, wah.
Yeah.
That's cool. That's pretty cool.
That's cool. I don't have anything to say to you.
Okay. Great. Well, this must be great for the listeners.
I feel like this is exactly what happened on the Patreon episode the other day.
I know. God. I think we need to figure out segments to guide us. I know we're supposed to talk about this off the air.
Yeah, we are supposed to talk about it off the air.
But you won't talk about it off the air.
Yes, I will, Andy.
Okay.
You never talk to me about this shit when we're not recording.
Okay.
You never do.
You don't have to get mad. I was kind of joking.
You weren't.
I was.
No, you weren't.
I say it every time. Every time I come up with a suggestion and I know that I'm not supposed to be doing it, I call it out that I'm not supposed to be doing it.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Anyway, so this week on our favorite
What was that?
cats.
Why did you get so annoyed with me just now?
I don't know.
What?
Nothing.
Yes.
I don't want to talk about it on the podcast.
Buddy, we're going to talk about it.
Buddy?
Oh,
You're
yeah.
definitely not going to talk about it when you call me buddy.
Listen, pal.
I'm not doing this.
We're gonna talk about this.
So I met a cat last week named Nala.
No, you fucking didn't.
So fun.
He never met a cat named Nala.
You know I met a cat
No
named
cats
Nala.
named Nala know who he is.
You know
Never-
I met a cat
Nope.
named Nala because it's your sister's cat that we hung out with in Chicago.
She doesn't even remember you.
That doesn't matter. I loved her.
Well, my sister hates you, and so does Nala.
Great. So this has been our week's our favorite cats. So tune in next week to see if we met another cat. I'll brush right over that like I'm a broom on a hovercraft, all right?
What?
I'm going to sweep right over that awkward moment.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Don't worry about it.
Okay, I have an idea for a segment.
Okay.
It's called "What's your favorite time you brushed your teeth?"
Ooh, it was probably like a time that I was camping, and then like I was like brushing my teeth like out like in the wilderness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No water.
No, there's this place, Gold Bluffs Beach State Park. It's got a nice bathroom setup.
I
Outdoor
can't believe you
showers.
have an answer for this.
I just remember it. Just brush my teeth, looking out at the Pacific, cold air on you.
Yeah.
And then there's like mist, and there's also elks.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, there's just elks that graze there. It's pretty cool.
Okay.
Yeah. So that'd be mine. What's yours?
You answered that so quickly. It feels like it's the only time you've brushed your teeth.
Shut up. Whatever. It's not.
Andy's not in love with me anymore, guys.
Yeah, I fell out of love with her in 1 month. That's all it took.
That's it.
Because I saw her true colors. Her aura.
What colors were they?
Like really like red.
That's literally your aura picture. I'm gonna go get it right now.
No, I don't
off
care
the
about
fridge.
this. Today my fiance wife lady, she said that, what did she say she didn't want to do? Oh, she didn't want to sign a lease while Mercury was in retrograde, which I thought was pretty cute. What is it? Oh, you took the tape down.
This is literally your aura, and it's red.
Oh, wow. Actually, you know what? It's funny. It looks like a clown wig.
It does. It looks exactly like a clown wig.
I have a clown wig aura. That's pretty cool. Wow. I noticed
also,
you didn't get yours.
Also, you took your shirt off.
Yeah, I wanted to get my energy.
Do you want me to
out
get
there.
mine?
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyways, what do you guys believe in that stuff? I do kind of believe in Mercury in retrograde, but I don't understand why. It's like just people said it enough that I was like, okay, this must be real.
It's just fun.
Okay.
So here's mine.
Barely pictured wearing a jacket that a monkey outside of an IKEA would wear.
A what?
Monkey outside of IKEA.
A monkey outside of IKEA?
You don't know grocery store monkey? The one that's like in the fur coat outside the sliding door?
No.
You don't know that one?
No.
It's like a very famous meme. I thought you were tapped in.
I'm not tapped in. I'm not tapped into grocery store culture.
You 100% know this.
I've never seen that.
You've never seen that?
No.
Oh my God, he's the best.
I've never seen that.
Somebody just found him wearing that jacket in Europe somewhere.
Are you serious?
Yeah, that's how it started. He just showed up outside of an IKEA, I think in Europe, and he just had this jacket on.
What the fuck?
So cool.
That's so cute.
I know.
Aww.
Would you, if you found a monkey like that, do you think you would report it right away to Animal Services, or would you try to hang out for a while?
I would definitely try to hang out.
Do you think if it was pretty fun and it didn't cause too much damage, you would just keep it?
Probably.
Would you try to get the correct permitting?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I definitely would. Anyways, I'm more interested in our auras.
Okay, yeah, our auras.
So,
you are pink and purple and white. And I am...
Well, you forgot all the blue.
Oh, yeah, the blue right around your head.
And then there's a little bit of yellow above the blue.
Okay. And then I'm mainly yellow, green, and red. So I'm like Rasta.
Yeah, you're...
Just chill vibes.
Yeah, you're the Jamaican flag.
Jamaican flag is... Take out the red and add black. All right, let's see. Aura color meaning.
I want to know what this is all about.
It's probably Mercury in retrograde. Ooh, here we go.
Probably is.
Blue. Tranquility, love, loyalty, security, trust, indulgence.
That's me.
The negative side of it, cold, fear, masculinity. Also you. Pink, healthy, happy, feminine, compassion.
Playful.
Sweet, playful. Weak, femininity, immaturity. These are all you, pretty much. So we got pink and blue and white. Goodness, innocence, purity. We know that's not true. After my fiance, why do I keep on saying fiance? My wife today on stage described her sexual history as a windmill of dicks, which is just great.
It was funny.
It was funny.
Gotta laugh. You didn't read yours, dummy.
Oh, yeah. So
think you're gonna fucking get through this without reading yours?
Love, immediacy, energy, sale, passion, anger, hunger. Why is sale in there?
You're a salesman. That's you being a sneaky guy.
All right, now
that's you scamming.
I am a scammer.
You're
Everybody
a scammer.
knows that I'm one of the best. Well, I'd have a lot more money if I was one of the best. Yellow, cheer, attention, childish, fresh, warmth, energy, optimism. So I do have a little bit of yellow. And then green, which is like half my aura, soothing, eco-friendly, natural, envy, jealousy, balance, restful.
Envy, jealousy, balance, restful.
Those sound like such...
Jealousy, yes. There's definitely jealousy.
Of what?
Remember when I said I missed my friends and you had a full meltdown?
I didn't have a meltdown.
You did.
Anytime I have a feeling and you disagree with it and I try to defend that feeling, you call that a meltdown.
It is a little bit of a meltdown.
Because for trying to defend a feeling?
A little bit.
And I disagree. But that's okay. We can agree to disagree.
You are such a cunt.
What are you talking about?
That was so cunty.
Man, this might be our most cunty episode ever.
No.
You think we've been cuntier?
Absolutely.
I don't know.
Absolutely. Sound off in the comments.
Sound off in the DMs.
Is that what I said that one time?
I think it was sound off in the DMs.
Oh, God. What a spectacularly geriatric thing to say.
Sound off in the DMs. Like and subscribe.
Oh, I have some news for you. My mom might not want to have us come to her house for Christmas anymore because she read a HuffPo article.
Oh, I saw that. She sent it to us. Did she write that she may not want to do Christmas?
She said, we really got to take this seriously. And I was like, because HuffPo found a correspondent.
Did you read the article?
No.
It's the head of the CDC. It's not a correspondent.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the head of the CDC said that the worst is yet to come.
Ooh.
Because he feels like what's going to happen is that that it's going to have a second wave, but we've all burned out all our optimism and hope and patience. Mm-hmm. So we're just going to like be assholes and stop being like conciliatory, like being like, we all have to put in our part because we all are burnt out.
Yeah, I'm fucking burnt out.
But this is good for us because if the virus makes a bounce back, this podcast is about quarantine. It is about the pandemic. So this just elongates what we do here. That's
true. As long as this pandemic is going on, this podcast thrives.
Yeah. So if you guys want to help out the podcast, start spreading the news and your aerosols.
Don't say, we are not going to do that.
What?
We're not going to be those people. Don't do that. Wear a mask.
Wear a Halloween mask.
Wear a mask because honestly, we're obviously running out of things to talk about. And we need this. We need a cure.
We need a cure so that we can go back to doing different things at night.
We really do. I mean, I love talking to you, Andy.
Sure.
You love talking to me.
Sometimes.
What?
I love talking to you.
Fuck you.
Whatever.
But we gotta get back to our regular lives.
It's not gonna be for a while.
Folks, I'm tired.
I'm still gonna go to the mountains.
What do you mean?
I'm gonna go to the mountains.
When?
I'm not gonna tell you. Then you might try to talk me out of it.
Is Charlie okay?
He's sleeping.
I'm gonna do a house sesh.
Right? No, you can't do it right now. It's too late.
I'll do it in a second. I'm gonna do it.
Don't you think that's rude to our neighbors?
Yeah. Oh.
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 Good boy.
Okay.
I did a little, I played with his Adam's apple. I don't know if you guys heard that.
Yeah, we found out a new variation of the house sesh.
That was so funny. Remember when I did that to your Adam's apple?
Yeah, well,
you yelled something.
And then we started playing that game where we would hit
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, honey.
It's okay.
I did it too hard.
Everybody, wash your hands.
I'm sorry.
Don't lick your lover's eyeballs.
I just hit my husband right in his Adam's apple.
I'm okay. It's fine.
Are you okay?
No. We'll talk about it off the air.
He's mad at me.
Bye, guys.